Thanks for tuning in to A Better World. I'm your host, Luis Acevedo, and moving forward, this YouTube channel is just going to cover primarily Hex and other things crypto related. So, as the second episode following that, I want to talk about how Hex and Pulsechain are going to replace Bitcoin and Ethereum. So, Bitcoin is the gateway drug for newcomers into the crypto market, right? That's the first cryptocurrency people learn about. From there, people begin to learn about Ethereum. Think about Raoul Pal, Michael Saylor, initially, or even Chamath, I think is how you pronounce that Indian billionaire's name. If he's Indian, I don't know, whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about. These people, when they first were talking about cryptocurrencies, it was all Bitcoin, and they were, some would say, maximalist. Okay, and then shortly after their introduction to the crypto world, they begin to like Ethereum and other DeFi projects. And so this is what happens to the average user. They get into Bitcoin, they then learn about Ethereum, and then through Ethereum, they learn about all these other coins, and then they, if sophisticated enough, start entering in DeFi and things of that nature, right? Get a MetaMask wallet, etc. So Bitcoin is the starting block. Ethereum then opens the door to a whole new world after the discovery of Bitcoin. Now, the issue that cryptocurrencies have right now is the poor user interface, the volatility. Although volatility is beautiful if you're trying to get rich and you're willing to hold, right? You can experience that volatility for the upside if you hold long enough. And then there's also, well, actually, those are really the two main, well, and also it's a new technology, so that kind of scares people away from it because it's a little complicated, too techy, whatever it may be. So, Hex, first thing it solves is the volatility. Right now, it's still volatile. We've seen 80%, 75% drops. However, it's the most transparent cryptocurrency when it comes to that. It'll tell you straight up that it has dips. Now, unlike other cryptocurrencies, it has a chart showing a future supply and also a chart showing you, the stakers, and there's information on the stakers. How long are people staking for? The average length has gone up. It's went from, high 4 years, like 4.8, 4.9, to like 5.5 years now. And it's only going to increasingly grow because of the mechanics in it, and as people begin to really learn this system, they're going to want to stake longer. That's another story. So, because of the increase in stake length and the large sums of money that will be held for years, you're going to see less volatility, right? And the marketing behind it, whereas Bitcoin tried to be peer-to-peer currency, failed, and then became digital gold, which it does a decent job at. However, most people aren't buying it because when they think of gold, they're thinking gold is physical, it can't be digital. Hex, its marketing is, it is the first CD on the blockchain. And whether you like the guy or not, Tai Lopez has, good advice when he's talking about selling something. Sell something that your grandfather would buy. Makes a lot of sense. You can hit a larger audience that way. And so if you think about a CD, well, your grandparents probably had CDs, probably do still. Your parents have probably had them. So the concept of a CD as a digital form of currency is easier to understand than having a physical gold, than having gold be on the digital, be a digital currency. So it has the marketing of a CD. And it's actually doing that right away. It's not a project, it's a product. It's already out, 100% uptime, and it's amazing, okay? So, because of the marketing and the reduced volatility, and the eventual easing of use for the newcomers as far as wallets go and exchanges go, we'll see Hex replace Bitcoin because it is more valuable than it is, better technology. And so Hex will then become the gateway drug. Now, Pulsechain, as of right now, it's not a target to bring in mass adoption as far as outsiders go. Its target audiences are people that are already invested in ERC20s, okay? Because they're going to get duplicates. They're going to get, duplicates on the Pulsechain. So it's a fork of Ethereum doing its own thing, higher throughput, right? So lower fees, can handle more transactions, and that's essentially what Ethereum 2.0 is trying to do, to lower these gas fees that are totally ridiculous. And so this project is enticing to those already invested and have knowledge of cryptocurrencies. Just like Ethereum, when it came out, wasn't for the masses at large outside of the crypto world, but rather the masses inside the crypto world. Okay, the people inside the crypto world. Because how did you first get your Ethereum? By, giving Bitcoin. Right. And so Pulse will then become the new Ethereum because of the amount of volume it can hold, the lower transaction fees. Will it eventually have to be updated or forked or improved? Probably, as more and more people get on there, but it's going to take a long time to do that, just like it took a long time for Ethereum to get to where it's at currently. Years and years to come. So, Bitcoin was the gateway drug, and it still is to crypto, but Hex is going to be replacing it. Hex will be, and Ethereum was the next door that opened you to a myriad of other coins and the entire digital world, DeFi, all of that. But then now Pulsechain is going to be replacing that. Mark my words, that's what's going to happen. So if you like what you hear and you want to, I'm going to try to do videos on this kind of stuff at least once a week. I have another YouTube channel titled Minds of Tomorrow where I do interviews with futurists and, thought leaders, people like that about, the future and thinking about that. That will be first episode I'll be recording tomorrow with Thomas Fry. So that's going to be pretty cool. But yeah, so if you like this, you want to hear more about my opinions, thoughts, and updates on Hex, subscribe, hit the like button. All right, peace.